Help! I'm a project manager who can't get an Agile coach or Scrum Master role. I've got a certification, I've got a lot of life experience and work experience that's applicable in such a role. Why can't I seem to get the interview? What's up all, I'm Gem Jelly, and I'd like to give you some ideas on what not to say if you want to be able to get that face-to-face interview for the Agile coach or the Scrum Master role. Where to begin? This is kind of big, quite chunky. I was recruiting a handful of Scrum Masters and 2 Agile coaches. Quite a few candidates were project managers who got rejected. Why? In my career, I've worked with project managers, and I think they can absolutely make the move towards being an Agile coach or a Scrum Master. And there are many who I thought would not be appropriate for the role at that stage in their career for different reasons. So what I'd like to do, hello Max, is to give you some insights on what not to say and what can kind of put people hiring for an Agile coach or Scrum Master off. Here's some basics. If in your CV you keep talking about delivering on time, on budget, and all the scope, this is a bit of a red flag. In an Agile way of delivering value, what we're trying to do is use feedback from customers. We're iterating and putting something out, and we're testing ideas. So scope is going to change, okay? If we are saying that scope stays the same and I pride myself on delivering on scope, that again can really put people off. There are exceptions if you're delivering short-term projects whereby it's linear, simple, it's repeatable and everything is known. But if we're talking about Agile and we're innovating, scope is going to change. So if you're saying you can nail all those 3 factors every single time, you might be putting people off. The second thing is when you look at a CV for a project manager trying to be, say, an Agile coach, and it's very much about what I've done, and it's a bit of a me kind of situation. I delivered success on these projects, I achieved these things, I implemented these processes, and this is coming away from the idea of serving teams. There's nothing wrong with achieving stuff, but again, if you keep talking about what you've done as opposed to the service that you've been to teams and organizations and individuals, it can give off the wrong vibe, and it can show that you're not quite there yet for the paradigm needed for the Agile kind of coaching or Scrum Master role. An emphasis on coordinating or chaperoning a process or teams. You know, when you're working as an Agile coach or a Scrum Master, you're there to enable the team. So if there's a big emphasis on you turning into like the runner or the person who's always babysitting a process, you're coming away from self-organization and empowerment. It's the old catch a person a fish or teach them how to fish. You get the idea, but again, that can set off the wrong vibe. Another thing that I see is a lot of talk and highlighting experience around tooling, whether it was Jira, Rally, Mingle, Redmine. I'm showing my age now, that them tools have come and gone. But it's all good that you've got expertise and you can write queries with these tools and you know how to set things up for projects and programs that work, great. But when there is a big emphasis on these things, for me, that's again like, well, this person is focused much more on tools and processes as opposed to individuals and interactions. In fact, as I wrap up this quick video, look at the 4 Agile values: people and interactions over processes and tools, working stuff or software over comprehensive documentation, customer collaboration over contract negotiation, responding to change over following a plan. Think about the things on the left and think about your experience and how it speaks to those things on the left. What I'm not saying to you is you should lie about it, because it may mean that theoretically you understand what you need to do, but your experience is more about the things on the right. And so whatever job you're in right now, try to bring those things on the left to life. So that's one way of thinking about it. So to summarize, if you're a project manager going for an Agile coaching Scrum Master role, time, scope, budget, really think about what agility is trying to do in respect of using feedback to change things. The scope is going to change. There is stuff on budgeting as well that I could have gone into, annual versus sticky budgets, but that's for another video. It's a whole other topic. Big emphasis on what you've achieved and the me kind of syndrome as opposed to serving the team. Hyper focus on tooling, expertise, and acting as a chaperone and a coordinator. Again, this can probably deter me from, putting somebody forward for the role. Okay, I hope that was useful. It'll be great to see what you think about the video. Please do like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a great Friday. Peace.